Alrighty. So here is our gear tray. Now I'm going to tell you for my class, I did the gears in the opposite order as PLTW. So your numbers are going to be different, but I have it going A to B where from left to right where the PLTW has it going the other way. Okay. So this is the way we're doing it. So the first thing it asks about is our gears or our teeth. So we have A has 84 teeth. B has 60 teeth. C has 12. I know you can't see it. You could count it from the picture. It's a small enough number. You should be able to do it. And D is going to be, can you read it? 36. So there we go. That's our teeth. Now, the first thing it's going to do is ask for our ratio from B to A. So our gear ratio, B to A, we're going to go teeth. So B has 60, A has 84. So we have 60 to 84. Now, we need to simplify that. So I could simplify it, and I believe I can divide both sides times by 12, and I will end up with a gear ratio of 5. Whoa, try that again. Neater. Gear ratio of 5 to 7. All right. So next up, we got gear ratio of C to B. And that gear ratio of C to B is going to be 12 to 60. 12 to 60. Again, we can divide both of them by 12. All right, divide both sides by 12. And we get a gear ratio of 1 to 5. All right, so there we go so far, 5 to 7 and 1 to 5. All right, finally we got gear ratio of D to C, which is D I have 36 and C I have 12 again. So I divide both sides by 12 and I get a gear ratio of 3 to 1. There you go. All right. Now, the next thing it's going to ask is for us to multiply them all out, or to turn them into fractions and multiply them all out. So I have, this is really going to be 5 over 7. This is really going to be 1 over 5. And this is really going to be 3 over 1. So I can multiply these all out. 5 over 7 times 1 over 5 times 3 over 1. All right. So we can cancel stuff out here. We got a 5 on top and on bottom. They cancel out. We got a 1 on top and on bottom. We can cancel those out. So I end up with only a 3 over 7 as my gear ratio. So that would be my answer, as well as putting it in the back in the ratio form of 3 to 7 for D to A. Now, this is where I'm going to take a break and point out that we probably could have skipped with a simple gear train. We can skip ahead, and if we just did D to A by itself, we would have 36 to 84, right? And we could, again, divide both sides by 12, and we should get the same exact thing as when we multiply it out. Same thing. So there we go. My gear ratio is going to be 3 to 7. Okay. Finally, our last question here is, if I have an output over an input of 3 to 7, if I have my torque, which I write like that, my output over input is going to be equal to my gear ratio. I can't write apparently. Let's try that again. My gear ratio. Okay, so my output is what I'm going to be looking for in this question. It asks for the output, so I'm going to just leave that as T naught or T0 or output divided by, and it says if I applied, and I'm just going to make up a number. Let's say there's 10 foot-pounds. So I have 10 foot-pounds that I put in, and I have to figure out my output. Well, that's going to be equal to my gear ratio, which we already figured out was 3 to 7. Okay, so I multiply both sides by 10, that's gone, and my torque is going to be 30 divided by 7 in this case, and you can divide it out to get your number, which I get like a 4.28. Okay, whatever your numbers are, you'll have to substitute in to get your output. Okay, thank you.